everybody? What's happening? It's your boy Ronnie D. Bell on the Pressing On Show. I'm trying to get this thing down for some reason. I done moved little my video and some other little material out the way, and it just ain't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. So if you can hear me out there, give me some hearts, give me some likes. If you can hear me, and because I'm rolling with my with just a little bit of equipment, so I'm trying to figure out how can I go have an on-the-go equipment, on-the-go stage, on-the-go sound equipment. So if you can hear me, give me some hearts and show me some likes, show me something. And also, hey, you on the Pressing On Show with Ronnie D. Bell. How's everybody weekend? Y'all already know how I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna ask you how your weekend is, how's it going, and how's everything been? You good? Everything good or whatnot? My weekend was great, and it was great as usual. I'm just trying to figure out this rain. Man, I'm tired of dealing with the rain. If you're tired of dealing with the rain, hit me up, say something, let me know something, because I am definitely tired of dealing with the rain. And I know I came on a little early, but I had to because I got another engagement later on tonight at church. So I haven't been able to come on the Pressing On Show for a minute because either something is coming up or something is always on Monday night. It's just been popping up. So I said, well, tonight I got to get on here. I got to make sure I get on here to go live. I got to make sure I get on here to talk to the people on tonight. And so that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm trying to do this. You're trying to do the podcast, and you're trying to go live, and trying to make sure that you put everything on YouTube. It becomes very, very. It's like a distraction. Every time you look up, there's always somebody distracting you with something, or somebody wants you to do something else or whatnot. And so it causes you to become so distracted, take you away from what you're doing. And so that has been my dilemma over the last couple of weeks. And then all of that, I'm trying to find the best equipment I can come off with. I'm trying to find the best equipment. Some of y'all don't realize that whenever you see these guys doing these videos and things like that, and you look at these videos, you're like, man, that's fresh, that's tight. But honestly, man, the videos, they cost. They're very expensive. It's a lot of stuff that goes into working on the sound equipment. It's a lot of thinking into it, and if you really don't know what you're doing, it kind of really get you. You really don't know what you're doing. It'll add up. So far it's been adding up for me, but I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get as much as possible. I'm trying to make sure that it's tight. So if you out there, you can see me, you can hear me, give me a thumbs up, give me some likes, give me some hearts or something like that. Show me some love or do something. Share the page. If you're on here, make sure you hit me up on Ronnie D. Bell on Instagram and Ronnie D. Bell at YouTube. That's why I mostly post all my videos at YouTube. And that's the thing, like when I'm even on Facebook, I'm here on Facebook, and so I take the video on Facebook, I upload it to YouTube. I'm gonna try to get it going on YouTube Live once I build my audience up on YouTube. I'm gonna go on YouTube Live there. Facebook from my laptop, it won't allow you to. Not Facebook. Instagram won't allow you to do it. You hear my dog, she acting crazy. So it won't allow you to go live on Instagram, and that's the thing. If it do, I haven't figured that out. It only lets you go live on your phone, but it won't let you go live on Instagram. So I have to go back and then do little shortcuts on videos on Instagram. So if you do follow me on Instagram, or if you don't follow me on Instagram or either YouTube, go to Ronnie D. Bell Ministry, go to Ronnie D. Bell, and even on YouTube. So make sure you go to my webpage, Ronnie D. Bell Ministry, and grab this book, Married to My Teammate. If you haven't got the book, Married to My Teammate, please go get that book. That's a great book. It's an awesome book. And trust me, it's going to bless your life. Like I said, I always read the book for myself and the wifey. So I wanted to come on here today, and I just wanted to chop it up with you today, because like I said earlier, it's been one of them days, it's been one of them things where you're trying to do something, and it always seems like the enemy tries to distract you. The enemy want to pull every little thing that he can to try to make sure that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And so at first I put a post up, and something went wrong with Facebook. It got stuck or whatnot. So I wanted to talk about staying consistent. I wanted to talk about being consistent in what you're doing and how we doing it. How you doing it and whatever you're doing. Just be consistent about it, because that's been my thing. It's hard to, you start something, then there's always something. It's always something. You're trying to You trying to go here. You trying to take whatever you doing to another level, but then it's like it's just a distraction. Somewhere down the line, somebody is distracting you with something, and so it's hard to stay consistent because if it ain't people, it's problems. It ain't the problems that's around you. It's something that's going on. So it won't keep you consistent, whether it's in your marriage, your finances, or rather just period. In this season, you got to be consistent on doing whatever you need to do, and whatever you're trying to do is you got to be consistent. One of the things I realized that to be consistent, you got to have a direction. What direction are you trying to get to? What place you trying to get to in the midst of you being consistent? So, if you don't have a direction, if you don't have direction and you don't have a map to get you there, you're not going to be consistent, because that's how we get distracted. One of the things about doing this podcast, like I have a bunch of equipment, but I'm trying to get it set up. So I want to make sure I keep it, neatly, so I can be mobile, whether I could be at somebody's house or I could be at, I could be anywhere in the studio, but I know how to work my equipment. So I got to have a full direction. So sometimes I make sure that whatever I'm doing, I have it already mapped out. If you don't have it mapped out, it's easy to get distracted. I just seen a lot of people that, they come together and they're like, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But where's your map? Where's your playbook? I talked about that in Married to My Teammate. Where's your playbook at? If you're not going by your playbook, your vision is gonna get lost. So you're not gonna be consistent. So that's the thing. That's the first thing I will always say. Hey, be consistent by having a direction. What direction you trying to get to? What direction you trying to get to, and stop trying to get there as faster than you think you can get there. That's the thing. Like we have this idea that where we want to be at, and we just want to get there, but then we want to run straight to it. But the whole part of running straight to it, you miss the steps to get there when you just ran straight to it, and then you have to go back and redo it all over again because you just went straight to the finish. When they telling you, well, now you got to do this, you got to do that, you have to do this, you got to take this corner, you got to turn that corner, but then you go straight to the finish line. You get mad because they turn you around because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Then now the consistency that you thought you were supposed to have, now you quit. Because now you're saying, well, man, they getting on my nerves. This ain't right. This is not right. So in this season, hey, if you got to understand that when you start from the very beginning, from the time you start, where are your direction you getting there? And then first of all, how are you trying to get there? Don't try to, my thing is it's easy to run real fast to it. But what I learned, and even in Married to My Team, I talked about this too. You have to enjoy the journey and get to your place or where you're trying to get to. If you get there real fast, then you didn't miss something. In the midst of going through the journey, what happens? You see some great things, you see some new things. Not only that, some things may happen, which will teach you how to learn when you get to the finish line. When you get to the finish line, that's your next step. Something may happen where it may allow you to say, okay, I know how to work this out next time. I know how to work this out the next time I get there on the next step. But if you so quick to get to your finish line, then now you would have got to the finish line, you'd have missed all the other steps. Now you gotta go all the way back. So now you're so frustrated because you like, well, okay, what's going on? So it's like, so now you're frustrated. So I can't be. So now your consistency don't go out. Now you're tired. Some people say, well, oh man, you be thinking that some people died out because they just gave up. No, they didn't give up. They just missed the whole step. They missed their step. They were so quick to get to the finish line, they forgot that hey. They figure, well, I'm so quick to get to the finish line that, you missed all those steps and all the steps to get to the place that you're supposed to be at. Now it's frustrating because you said it didn't work out for you. So, and this is a season, this should be your season, should be the season of you staying consistent. How do I stay consistent? I got to know my direction. Once I know the direction, then I got to prepare how fast I need to get there and when I'm gonna get there. And so it's like I was talking to my wife the other day. It's a difference between, I love racing. I love cars that race. I'm a very car fan that loves to race. And so it's a difference between, having a car that goes from 0 to 100. Those are the straight line cars. It's a difference between that than having NASCAR cars. The one thing I realized about NASCAR, even though it may go around in go around in circle a bunch of times, but it's always dealing with the timing. It's always dealing with how it's the timing of not so much as how fast they get to the finish line, but how great is their time. Sometimes getting to your end, being consistent by getting to your end doesn't matter if the car in front of you is moving faster than you. It matters if your timing was better, if your timing was better than the car in front of you. So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes we need to be looking at people like, oh man, they in front of me, they doing better than me, they working hard, they doing all these great things better than me. But you can't worry about the people in front of you. You got to be consistent and keep working on what you got going on. So you got to stay consistent in this season. This is the thing. This is what I had to come on tonight and talk about. You know, I know I'm on a little bit earlier, but that's my thing. It's something, you know, me dealing with this podcast and me trying to, it allowed me, I had to go back and look at it and say, well, Ronnie, how you going to be consistent? So I had to find myself, I had to put myself in a place where you got to have a direction of where you're going. Then you got to find yourself in a great timing, how, you know, the way how you getting there, how fast you getting there. But you don't need to, I don't need to make sure, you need to make sure that you're not getting there too fast. And you also need to make sure you're not getting there too late. So you got to have great timing to deal with that. And then, you know, the third thing is that sometimes you got to weed out the naysayers. The naysayers will cause you to get distracted. You know, we look at this and we be like, oh man, you know, Satan is a distraction. And sometimes if you're not careful, Satan will come in and use the naysayers as a distraction. And that's what will cause you not to be consistent. They will tell you, oh, well, you don't need to be doing that right now because that's not, you know, that's not made for you. Well, if God told you to do it in this season, you need to be consistent enough, putting your mind to it, putting your faith to it, and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Doing what God told you to do. So if they don't call the shot for you, God should be the one that's calling the shot for you. You shouldn't allow the enemy to distract you and get you out of order. So, and that's the thing, you got to weed out the naysayer. You got to look at those that tell you that it's not going to work. And when if it's not going to work, then you got to find out, okay, well, hey, you know, who telling you that it's not going to work? Because if it didn't work for you, it'll work for me. So you got to weed out the naysayers just to be consistent. And you got to be consistent on telling them. Sometimes that's the problem. We don't be consistent on telling people, no, I don't want to do it that way. It's okay to tell people that I can't do it that way. It's okay to tell people that in this season, that's not for me. In this season, that I can't do that. I'm not able to do that in this season. And so that's the thing that you have to look at when you're being consistent in your situation in this season. That's the thing that you have to find yourself in this season, just to get from point A to point B. Just to get from point A to point B. You can't get distracted. You got to know your direction. You got to know how fast you're going. And then you got to weed out the crowd that's going to tell you, nah, it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. Hey, remember, you're on the Preston On Show with Ronnie D. Bell. Yes, indeed, the Preston On Show with Ronnie D. Bell. If you haven't been to Ronnie D. Bell Ministry, please go there and get the book, Married to My Teammate. And also, trust me, go to YouTube. Make sure you go to YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel out and look at my YouTube channel, like my YouTube channel, share my YouTube channel, and also on Instagram. I'm trying to get as many likes as I can, many friends as I can, many followers as I can, because you know I'm eventually, like I said, I'm start back, and I might switch to a day, but it might be every day. I'm not for sure. I have a lot of equipment that I'm dealing with, and so I'm still trying to learn my equipment. And now that I'm trying to learn this equipment, I got other stuff that I need to buy, that I'm buying to make sure that I can come on live and to make sure that it's quality and it's camera and it's great. It sounds great and also looks great. And so so you have to realize when you're dealing with this camera stuff and Facebook Live, and even with the news stuff, I'm looking at them like, well, how they can do that? This high dollar equipment. So I can afford high dollar equipment, but I can only afford what I can and utilize what I can. But in this season, I have to be consistent with it. So I just wanted to come on because I'm about to leave, and I got another event to go to, and just talk to you guys about that, and just come on, just to shoot the dude, say hello. How's it going? Ronnie D. Bell haven't faded out. No, I have not. I'm still here. I'm being consistent with this thing. I'm still recording. Yes, I am still recording. Also got some new stuff coming up, some great stuff coming up on the Preston On Show. You know, I'm also be looking at, bringing on some fellas. We're going to talk football. Hey, them Cowboys lost last night. Yes, indeed. I know all you Cowboys fans are mad. Yes, you are. You are mad and upset. That's okay. But we still love you. Yes, we do. We're down 45. You still gonna be the 45 team. But now, I will say this though. Just from watching the game last night, if you think somebody got to let me know something. We got to do something about Bill O'Brien. For some reason, Bill O'Brien, I don't know, he just ain't got it. He just, we thought that maybe because he came from under Bill Belichick, yeah, he might have something. He might be a great coach. But let me tell y'all something. Just because you come from under a great coach doesn't mean that you're gonna be a great coach. And sometimes you have to realize this here that most of the time great leaders, if you have an agenda, and like Bill Belichick, I realize that Bill Belichick does have an agenda with him and Tom Brady. He has his own agenda. And so that simply means that he may be running that team just to be running the team, and some of his assistant coaches may be just on that team. So I will say this, what's the name is not a great coach. He's not a great coach. He's not a number one coach. Did he learn anything from Bill Belichick? I don't know. So I don't know. So now, hey, it's not me to make your decision. It's the owners of Texas to make your decision. But just be honest. Hit me up, like the page. Do you think Bill Belichick is he's horrible? If he's horrible, give me a like, show me a like, talk back to me or whatnot. But also, we got to be consistent in this season. Make sure you consistent doing what you're supposed to be doing. Follow your direction, follow your mindset, run to that goal like you're supposed to run to that goal. And then also weed out the naysayers, because guess what? If we weed out the naysayers, them are going to be the ones that are going to get you distracted. Yes, indeed. Holler at me. Holler at your boy. It's Brian D. Bell on the Personal Show. And I thank you guys for being with me on tonight. Yes, indeed. And I holler back at you later. Sometime I might be back on here either Wednesday. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to be popping in and out. I might be getting some little clips to come in and bless your life and to talk to you, or just basically talk to you about, just talking about anything. So thank you for being here on tonight. Yes, indeed. Holler at me. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Give me some likes. Show me some hearts. If you can hear me, show me some hearts. Yes, indeed.